So I got Call of Duty 4 in the background. I really got nothing much to say in this game other than my score was 31-7 and I love the silenced MP5. However, I really need to get rid of this gameplay since I just need more space, and I've been trying to think of a topic to talk with this gameplay, but I just haven't been able to expand it. I would have a topic, but it just couldn't progress since it was just too simple and it wasn't elaborate enough. I might talk a little about it at the end of the video if I still got some time left, but for the main topic I want to talk about the pros and cons of being an quote-unquote all-around gamer. The word gamer can really mean a lot of things. There's people that buy only games from Sony's platform and like to put down, on other platforms. So I'm basically talking about the Sony fanboys. Then there's people that just play shooters and don't really play anything else. Then you got the Call of Duty players that just buy their yearly Call of Duty games and just continue to do so and play the games, basically. I used to be one of those guys who would have 1 to 2 main games that I play, and I would sometimes jump over to some other games to play to basically take a break from my main games. But as time progressed, I really evolved. I started really enjoying a lot of other games, mainly because I really got tired of just putting a lot of time into those specific games and not really branch off. I still have my main games to play, but I really like how I'm trying to be more open-minded this time. Like, I'll try to put more time into other games and still play the ones that I really put a lot of time into. I like learning new things from other games, and I just like games in general, so I feel like it's really nice that I try to be more open-minded than I used to be. However, there's a curse in that. I am one of those guys who really like to get good at games, whether it's single player or multiplayer. I always want to know as much as I can. I kind of have that professional gamer attitude, but I'm definitely not a pro, since if I'm pro, I would be playing like one game every day, basically, just to practice. That's the problem right there. I play so many of it, and there's no way I'm going to remember everything because I'll be too busy playing this game, and then I come back to this one, and I end up forgetting like the level layout, the mechanics, whatever, you know it. I'm sure if I go back to Quake 1, I might forget a good amount of secrets that I used to know when I was playing the game actively. But yeah, that's just how it is. But then again, I really do like jumping over from one series to another because I feel like if I keep on having the same mentality of games where I just play the main ones most of the time, I think I would get bored of it. There's this whole talk that multiplayer games have a lot of replay value, and they do, but I don't feel like it's infinite. It does get old. I eventually, stopped playing Diablo 2 since I just got bored of it. It was fun having like a high level character with the best items ever, but I just wanted to branch off and try something new instead of, just making another character and giving him or her beastly items, and it would be very similar to my previous character. So yeah, I just got bored of it. This is also relevant to single player games too. Even Doom 2 is a victim of this. I love Doom 2 and I upload it a lot, but sometimes the game really does get tiring since I keep playing the same levels all over again, and I just get sick of the core formula if I play it too long. So now I want to talk about this specific topic, which was the one that I wanted to use for this video, but I just couldn't branch it off. I read an article by GameSpot where Min Lee, the creator of Counter-Strike, believed that FPS is not as exciting like they used to be. He's talking it from a multiplayer standpoint, but he does make a lot of points. Games like Battlefield or Counter-Strike, they're so well done with their core formula, it's really tough to compete those games. Think about it. Nowadays you got your Quake/UT like games, your Counter-Strike like games, your Battlefield, your Call of Duty, etc. It really does feel pretty accurate that most multiplayer shooters are becoming redundant in a way. I personally think the one that really interested me was Shadowrun 2007. It was actually fairly unique for its time, despite being so similar to previous shooters, but it didn't do well in terms of reviews, so I don't think there will be a game that will have a similar formula to it. Another interesting thing is this kind of makes me feel like there is more room for interesting design choices for single player driven first person shooters, since I think the whole map design thing, the 1993 versus 2010 map design is becoming a lot more relevant in the gaming community nowadays. I feel like making a strong single player only shooter isn't really competitive compared to multiplayer. With Titanfall being out, I do see that there will be more competition involved. But for single player, it's really almost non-existent, and I think there's still room for repairing things like scripted events or linear map design. Or maybe from a design standpoint, why not have a Ninja Gaiden like first-person shooter? Like, I heard Call of Duty Ghosts was stupidly easy on veteran difficulty, and FPS games are kind of getting more dumbed down in, you know, nowadays in terms of difficulty, since it's just so big. So that's pretty much, you know, what I wanted to talk about in this video, but I just couldn't really elaborate it. So yeah, give me your guys' thoughts on these two topics, and see you guys.